Hello! Welcome back to Face TV. We have map 3, it's a decider, Nuke at ESC. I don't know, man, what happened to them? They got served on map number 2, Mirage. 16-1, brutal. So it's all they can do here to make sure that they actually are able to play some CT and actually win the knife round. So if they don't win the knife round, it's really gonna feel terrible.
Did anybody tell us what B/O stands for on CS:GO land? I need to know, chat. B/O and C/O on CS:GO land. What does that mean? I want to know. I want to. I was trying to trade for an M9. No, not an M9. Just a bayonet Crimson Web Factory new.
Oh,
people screwed. Want like 1500 P and stuff.
Okay.
It's insane.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
I don't have 50. I don't even have 1 key right now.
Okay, so ESC gets start on CT. That's all well and good. That's all well and good then for them because they need to understand what it feels like to win rounds. It's been a long time since they won a round. It's been a long time since they played CT. They just need to get back in the flow, in the swing of things.
I think they're coming into this with confidence because both teams had a strong showing on the first map, and they came out on top. They had a 1-0 lead. They had a cushion. Now that team have taken that cushion,
and they have
a smoke.
Squashed
it with a really fat lead.
A smoke on WorldEdit. He's the only guy with any nades. So what's he gonna do with it? That's what I want to know. Let's have a look. Let's just check it out.
Brother?
There's lots of ways to use a single smoke. This can be?
He's on a ramp.
Yeah, definitely. Flash his teammates out as well.
A nade. There's like 3 people around that nade, and it did 7 damage.
Oh, flamie opening up ramp here. May not need the smoke grenade after all. That's a great pick to make early on. Innocent is going to be trying to defend here. Does get flashed out, so brilliant stuff by WorldEdit. It's a good angle from Innocent though. Look at that. How did he hit that shot? WorldEdit's going to go down, but the trader's there.
It was a good delayed push from that team though. They were waiting for counter grenades. None came, went for the push. Didn't go their way, but the idea was good.
Rallen equalizes. That's going to prevent anybody coming down secret and taking over long quickly, which actually kind of shuts down the idea to take B, because they don't have long, and it's kind of scary. But they do have Glocks, and they can just run it at the CTs.
Their slow pace, despite these 2 picks, is forcing the CTs to run all over the place. They're not sure where this attack is going to go. So they're trying to position themselves to rotate into either site pretty fast. You can see Rallen getting the quick information there, and the pick. He's going to go down trade back from Blade, though. Nice with the Julie. He's not something we often see work out. We saw Get Right try them a few times, but gave up on them eventually. Nice throw. We're getting the frag on AdreN. Bomb is down to Blade. It's going to be a 2 versus 1. The Julies go down.
Oh, no way! Blade made it happen! Oh my god, no way did he do that. That's amazing.
Now you have to wonder if ESC are getting demoralized.
Oh no. He wasn't even looking in the right spot there. The CT had the drop on him and everything. I can't believe it.
Have you looked at these team profiles on ESC side?
No.
Because like they're all nice, got their arms crossed and so on. Then MINISE is just like
swag.
On the beach.
He's got
with his selfie stick.
The swag shades on.
Two tags from the scout so far. flamie out for the count, and bondik on 31 HP. So ESC mounting a comeback, but this UMP,
the sniper man. When did you see someone snipe with a UMP, James?
Not that often. I haven't connected for a silver match for a while.
I'm telling you, the UMP is awesome. It's really awesome. I'm telling you, it's my new favorite weapon.
I do not use it often enough. I never buy it on an eco round.
I've actually started to buy a little bit. The spray is super easy to control as well, and it doesn't cost that much. It does some decent damage.
It has a high fire rate, doesn't it?
Well, the fire rate's actually not so high. I don't know actually. Versus the other SMGs, I wouldn't say it's very high.
I feel like it runs out of bullets from the clip faster than say the MP7.
Interesting thought.
Ooh, is this a save here for Innocent? It is 3 versus 1. Seems bondik has an inkling as to where he might be. WorldEdit cancelling out the secret area, so he's going to have to fight for his life here, and it's not going to happen. Now, Innocent was in this area right now. This little corner here is called a get right position, because if you just crouch here with a pistol, sometimes people walk past and they don't see you, and you can get a jump on them. I actually did that yesterday and got a knife kill on someone, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I think Gero was doing that at ESL Cologne. I think that's when we first started to see it used effectively. But Yeah, I mean, I still am gobsmacked that Blade pulled the full kill and clutched that pistol. Look how detrimental it's been for ESC now. They're gonna should go down here as well. And that team have to be, they must be laughing at this point after that Mirage game as well. They must be running with all the confidence in the world.
Tackling like rabbit crackheads.
Like getting 5 rounds is, once you have 5 rounds as a team, you're just so happy. Alright, that just happened. That just happened.
Benny Hill music.
How did he, I don't even know how that's possible, but it happened.
Round slowing down once again. The ESC positioning in themselves to defend these sites, but they've only got bog standard pistols to do with for the most part. MINISE getting shot straight in the dome. That's going to be a 3 versus 4 in favor of the 2-0 up that team. Still needs to breach a bomb site though. You can see flamie in the position to get a flank on a potential player in heaven. He's going to find Innocent in hell. 4 versus 2 now. WorldEdit going to get a timely nade on mouz. Flashbang coming in as well for the teammate. First frag down, second frag as well. Makes it look easy. 15 HP survive for the next round.
A lot of the time, you know, you see flamie kind of being the guy that gets these great entries and the guy that clinches some really important situations or makes those key entries. But so far in this series, WorldEdit's been the guy that has been looking like the star player of that team.
He's been getting every frag, not entry frags, every frag. Rallen, no armor, auto sniper.
Yeah.
Nobody, but there's nobody to meet him. They don't want to greet him just yet.
Oh, are they gonna go for a set play on the upper? That would be really cool to see. For some reason, I haven't seen a huge amount of those recently, like really well executed ones.
What is this? He's lining up with the lamppost. You can see there, the wood. So let's see, probably lining up with his finger, and that's going to go into the main area. There's some wall smoke.
Yep, they've got the wall of smokes.
And on the roof as well.
Yeah,
Even going to flash into the smoke and push through. Oh, there's a bit of a gap there actually.
I love the outer cat smokes. They're always so fun.
That makes Rallen completely useless. 6,000 pounds down the drain.
And they're going to go down low, and they're going to have long now as well. So they're going to have a really strong take of the B site.
Quick note. They've left AdreN upstairs, so if there's a flank from the CTs, he's ready for it.
They know that B is basically compromised. They know that it's compromised. So how are they going to react here? AdreN's trying to catch somebody coming out of main down who wants to go down secret to flank. So AdreN is playing the flanker role. Usually the flanker in this spot is coming in from lobby, so it's a nice position for AdreN. And they are cleaning up the site. 2 players, SZPERO and mouz left, and that team looking to take a quick 4th round on Nuke as the terrorists. This is huge right now. SZPERO probably feels like he is in the most hopeless of situations. 3 players left alive. They're trying to find some exits.
Yeah, this is a disaster for the CT side. They finally got their second buy round in, and they've been broken again. They may save 1 gun here. AdreN seems to be slowly approaching with the flashbang. Oh, and they're going for the nade. Not going to peek, but I mean, look at the money on the CT side here. They are not in good shape at all. 4 rounds already on the T side. 4 out of 4 for the Ts is, I mean, you couldn't ask for more than that.
It's crazy because on a map like this, their chance, ESC, I mean, they're going to lose this round, and very likely going to lose this round. And then the next chance is on round 6, and if they don't win that, their chances to actually win the map have, like, in 6 rounds, have gone down astronomically.
Yeah.
Which is the nature of Nuke. So this is a really nasty situation for them. I do not envy them at all.
I don't know if they even fired a single bullet on that auto sniper last round.
No, I don't think so. They completely shut it down. And this is, I love it when teams know how to do, like, just run those smoke plays. And they even got the outer cat smoke. They crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's with that play.
Exactly, and that's the strength of solidarity. These guys stuck together for months. You know, they weren't doing so well previously, and now you can see the strength of unity.
Do you remember, we casted some games, I can't remember who it was, but they're playing against Dignitas when Fetish was still playing with them, and Fetish kept shutting them down outside with the outer cat push with the AWP. And I also saw this from Copenhagen Wolves shutting down teams as well. Teams which would do all the smokes but that outer cat smoke, and then that would always be the time that AWP would push it and then shut down their play outside.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to see that. And we do have the pistol slowly getting cleaned up here. by dAT team. They're being very methodical. We've seen a lot of rounds like this from them when they're aware that the pistols are in play. Trying to avoid giving anything away, but 2-on-1 here. Bondik going to get taken down, and rallen picks himself up an AK. But he can actually just try to do damage here because he's going to get a bunch of cash on the next round anyway. So here we go. The full buy, and this is it. This is huge.
Yeah.
This
if
round.
they lose this, then you know things are just not looking good at all.
They're never going to give up. They're always going to fight to the bitter end. But still,
it's never over until it's over.
Yeah, I mean, but still, it's just. Well, we'll see. Let's try to take it round for round, as I'm sure ESC Gaming are also doing right now.
So you can see Rallen, he's aiming above the box because he's expecting the T's to jump above the box to try and find out where the AWPer is. However, he's going to play Jack in the box, and if they do jump, he's looking to rip a head off. So
this is actually kind of like a meta thing right now because people start doing this so much. It's actually a really easy shot to get if you have your crosshair placed there.
Yeah.
So it's
interestingly, like his aim is above the box, but normally, well, at least I would aim at the very edge of the box because you're more likely to hit if you're lower down, I guess.
Exactly. So here we go. That team making their way slowly through lobby, just in radio, checking to make sure that everything is covered here, making sure that nobody is going to be pushing them prematurely, trying to bait out any impatience or proactive information gathering plays. And in it comes, the push into upper, or perhaps not. They're just throwing all the smokes, got the smoke up there for heaven. Again, you're seeing all those tactics that they clearly have run offline coming into play. AdreN tossing all those flashes in upper. Look at this, wrapping around the silo there, catching off the CT side. This is an amazingly well executed upper take. Look at this, the smoke's everywhere, the flashes everywhere. Everyone knows where to run, where to stand, where to shoot, and they are getting the kills. It is a 2-on-1 now with Rallen coming in from main, but he's smoked off. This is going to be incredibly difficult. No, in fact, the smoke has dissipated. So,
King of the internet.
Going to back away a little bit. But did you see how Blade ran around the silo there?
I really enjoyed how
so
first we saw Rallen smoke bouncing off the skybox into A, and then we saw him go around the silo after the flashbang had initiated, just getting a free kill. Like, just excellent teamwork. And it's not often you see that work so successfully on the A site from a team. So great players, just a good learning experience here.
That are quickly becoming one of my favorite teams, which I never thought I would say, because just the work ethic that's going into the right places for them.
We need to buy that stickers quick before they go up on the market.
Hey James, why'd you give it away?
Oh man,
James, come on.
Quick, buy Griffins.
But it is true though. Watching a play like that was what originally made me realize that Happy was godlike back in January, like a year ago basically, before anyone knew about him. I spotted a demo and I was like, wow, this guy has a next level understanding of how to run a team and how to run strategies and tactics. And look at him now. Look at him now. A lot of people are starting to think that he's the best, one of the best leaders in Go. And he's certainly well known for his strategies. Either way, it's a 6-0 start here. ESC need to break. They've already lost the player. MINISE has gone down already. ESC need to try to get an advantage here. They have lost, they have lost MINISE, but they've equaled it up. But still, that working for these picks. Oh, well at it. The nade, the noggin of Rallen. He will find the kill of the AK on outside. And ESC now have to send Innocent down to Secret from the vents. mouz is kind of alone up here on the site. They're all isolated, these CTs now. That team, they just have to move together. And this should be very difficult for ESC.
25 seconds remaining on the clock, though. And Innocent's going to get the frag. I wonder if that's going to make cause a rotation from his teammates.
Nice!
Gets the bomb down on the ramp area. 2 frags, and that's pretty much round over. 1 versus 3 here. There's no chance of Blade planting the bomb on the B bomb site, and that is all of a sudden a great hold from ESC. I was just about to say that team, the way they were playing these rounds in this map and the previous round, like even if they got a fast pick, they weren't like rushing into the site, you know, just kind of hell for leather and just, you know, trades going either way. They're being very, very slow, deliberate, methodical. I think a bit too slow on that occasion with only like 25 seconds on the clock. There's you can't really make optimal decision making when you're trying to push a site. But generally speaking, doing very, very well here. ESC get their first round on the board now. 1, 2, 6 of that WorldEdit, pushing Squeaky, taking out MINISE here. A bomb site looking vulnerable once again as they rotate round to the ramp, taking down Innocent as well. 2-man advantage now. SZPERO holding that sharp angle, taking down flamie, so he'll know that no one's pushed the B bomb site just yet, but is forced to retreat as he expects more terrorists to advance. He's been smoked off now. Have to assume that the B bomb site's been compromised. Have a look at where his teammates are. He's gone up to heaven. Rallen's down towards secret.
They're
Gonna see
using
WorldEdit on the right.
Look how well they're using nades in like every situation. ESC have to come out with these huge individual plays, and that's what got them the last round. And if they get broken now, if they lose this, oh no, if they lose this round, they're gonna have no bonus on the money. They're gonna get no chance to like swing money back. They're gonna have to eco. This is looking really bad. mouz, he needs to be able to pull out a victory here, but against 3 players and an afterplan, there is surely no way that this is possible for mouz. This situation is insanely bad.
Yeah,
how did this happen?
You can see the positioning here. He's gone very passive. Again, he's looking for... It's one of those situations where if the T's overextend, they go hunting for him a bit too early, then maybe things swing back in his favour. But it didn't happen. So normally you see people hang around for a while and then make their escape. Unfortunately, excuse me. Unfortunately, he lost that duel. And it will be 7-1 to ESC. No gun save from the previous round. MINISE spending some cash on a scout, which will put him about $1,000 behind some of his teammates. Innocent on 1,700 as well. So we may see a bit of a disparity going into the next round here for ESC's cash flow.
This can be okay though, because you can play some spots with like a mag very, very effectively. Like for example, the door position, because you can actually go down vents and work secret. Also works very well for the mag. So you can go quite low eco and be very effective with your positioning on this map. So I kind of like that from MINISE. He's getting the scout here, because it can make a big difference, but obviously ESC need to find so many differences at the moment. They're so far behind in this match. I never expected this from that team, but the way they're moving together, their team play looks so good. They're getting all the trades, they've got all the grenades for each other, good smokes, good flashes, like you said, James, they're patient. They're not rushed.
Yeah, I think we could nickname them D units, because they are just playing as a one strong unit like right now. It's crazy. Definitely. All jumping out the van and causing havoc.
I'm suddenly like really excited now to watch their matches against so many teams.
Okay, so let's have a look at what kind of buy comes out for the CTs here. We can see MINISE now with 3,400. So he's gone for the FAMAS, no helmets. So you're going to be SZPERO with the FAMAS as well, and 3 M4s. A lack of grenades for the CT side. They've got 4 smokes, so they'll be able to hold off these T pushes for a little while if they put them in the right places, but not for that long, as they've only got 3 counter flashes across 5 players.
So that team, if they play it really slow, bait out all the nades, well, there's only going to be like one kind of torrent of nades, and that's going to be it for the CT, and then it's going to be gone. Then they're going to be like naked almost. No smokes or flashes to really help them defend the sites. So we see one of those set plays come in, or even just that team with the ability to flash and smoke in. They look to have an amazing advantage. But ESC, they have really great aim. They've got really good skills behind them. So they're going to have to rely on that and solely that this round.
Okay, so let's see which terrorist is going to be first to poke, to try and breach. See WorldEdit loitering around the squeaky door. There is a hole in the squeaky door.
Oh, we've seen this before, haven't we? That flash up for heaven. And the smokes haven't come in yet. Nice pick there from WorldEdit. That's the squeaky door man gone. Removed from the map and the equation.
So Rallen's in a difficult place now. Innocent's going to have to rotate round to squeaky door. Rallen's kind of between main and outside. And again, this is a slow and deliberate push here from dAT. mouz going to look for some information, gets caught as well. So it's going to be dAT pushing onto the site now. We've got that flashbang coming out from AdreN, which is going to be another free kill onto the site. Rallen all of a sudden is the last man standing. 25 seconds on the clock. This is like they're playing like Na'Vi, but with even stronger pushes, at least against ESC.
The thing that I really like here is that it almost looks as if they had like a whiteboard or you know out, and you have like everyone's in class, and you've got Blade standing there with the marker pen and saying like, okay, the smokes are here, and this is the path that you walk. This is like, these are the spots that you deal with, and like everyone has these spots to deal with, and it's working so well for them.
How much are these kills worth? It's a little bit of extra money for rallen, but his team basically forced to eco right now.
WorldEdit, man, look at him go. Look at WorldEdit go.
Yeah.
And he's not really been AWPing or anything, he's just beasting.
Oh, we've got double big pop-up pump. 2 Scott Steiners on deck for the ESC. They are force buying right now, so we can see SZPERO and Innocent gonna go for a 2-man push in the ramp area. Gonna be hanging out for a while. We can see mouz and MINISE both on the A site with the 5-7. rallen, only man of an M4, thanks to those 2 kills towards the end of the last round, is going to be hanging out on the outside, taking a somewhat passive position, looking for a push onto main roof. In the meantime, despite wiping out a few of those plays from that team, they've just got too much money right now. AdreN still with $12,500 in the bank, so they're not going to be ecoing anytime soon.
Yeah, it's just really rough. At the moment, it seems like that are kind of outclassing ESC, but you have to in the ESC's defense, remind yourself that won the pistol barely. Blade kind of clutched for his life there, and got a crazy series of frags at the end to secure that. But then ESC, they never got their money going. They lost the first buy round and the second buy round, and then already that team had 5 rounds.
Okay, so it's rallen versus the world right here. He has to stop this secret push. They've got no nades, nothing to defend himself, but a door. Going to be standing behind it. No frags yet.
WorldEdit takes down
MINISE. He closes the door, but the door gets naded off by that. Not having any of it, so you see his teammate trying to bait, going up the ladder there.
They're going up so sneaky, but look at that. Moves with a double with the 5-7. rallen has no armor on him, and he's the last man standing. Oh, and 3 left for that. This is crazy. That was so awesome how they rushed down secret and then got themselves on upper straight away from the vents. It's obviously isolating rallen, who had the M4 there, who had a good position as well to get some kills. But that team moved very quickly to gather up those vents.
These calls from dAT are just
sublime.
They're just making the right decision every single time. And they're really throwing ESC through a loop right now. It's going to be 10-1 in favor of that team. I mean, what do you do if you're ESC? How do you combat these strats? They're just so strong.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you obviously want... They need a lot of money so they can have all the nades, first of all. But then in the spots where they've had loads of money, that team have run these set plays on upper, for example, and actually just completely broken them. Because that's a really good way to kind of give yourself the advantage back. And it's so well constructed. There's one thing I can talk about when this match is finished, about how their upper rush actually works and one of the reasons why it's so awesome to watch. But I don't know, James. They're getting outclassed in every single way. They need money, and there's no way they can get it.
They've managed to eke out another buy here. rallen, though, one of the M4 guys, going to fall immediately. SZPERO, let's see if he can find that M4. Innocent going down as well. They're just falling like flies right now. 2 of them left. I mean, what's their money going to be like after this one? It's just not going their way. I mean, if mouz can get like string 2 kills together or something, then maybe they could pull this back. But he has taken down Blade, but he has revealed his position. They've only got 1 other CT to worry about, position unknown. There he is, mouz, last man standing, 21 HP versus 4. He's going to try and hide somewhere. Let's see if he can survive. I mean, this is looking fairly certain for that team that we'll see them in the SLTV Starseries XI League.
And they clearly deserve it. Like, they are looking like one of the most interesting teams to watch out for 2015. Absolutely so. We're seeing everything that it takes to be a great team. We're seeing fantastic. They got a fantastic sniper. They've got great tactical execution. They've got great strategy with which they frame all the tactics behind. They have a good leader. They've got Blade, who's making some very decisive mid-round calls. They've got great rehearsal on these strats. It looks like they have got everything, and they've got all the skill to work with too. They're getting great kills, great frags, good entries from flamie. WorldEdit as well, getting great entries, and I can't really see, at least from their match against ESC here, any glaring weaknesses. And I said this on Cash as well. from what we've seen the previous day from this team, this new dAT.
Do you think they could be one of the big underdogs to watch for next year?
It's beginning to look that way, but it's hard to say. It's very early. It's very early on, but they look completely different to a few months ago. But it is just, like you said, they stuck together. They stuck together. Same lineup. They stuck together.
And again, they have prepared for this match and for the Face It's $10,000 Cup for the last 5 days. They are not messing around.
This is a really good point, actually. Like, one of the reasons why, for example, I've been playing competitively for like a really long time in Quake, a little bit in CS, but in CS I always had this problem, and it's a problem you run into any team game. You need to find, in CS, if you're playing CS, 4 other guys that all have the same vision as you. They're all as dedicated as you, and all can commit as well as you. And then those guys also have to have good chemistry with you if you want to make like a great team. And then they've all got to be, obviously have a lot of potential as players.
And to tell.
There's so many factors going into making a good team that it's so difficult. And then is it a team that can lose well? You need to have a team that can lose well. It's so important. And that they suffered. They got brutalized a few months ago. They were losing every game. They're getting crushed by every team. I mean, no one was that interested in watching them.
That's actually a very important factor, generally speaking, that people need to learn to lose. But great 2 frags there by mouz. That was a really nice frag through the wall there. 1 versus 1 could bring back 1 more round for ESC. They do need to extend their cushion. Not going to happen on this round, though. But yeah, back to that point. Learning to lose is something that I think because the average player is so young as well, that people get upset about it, and people start pointing fingers and blaming people, and then teams separate. But really, you do need to learn to lose. And I think that's why people who play poker, for example, and play games can learn that lesson very well, because you have to to learn to play poker competitively. You have to lose money basically. Like, there's no other choice. That's how it has to be. So definitely learning to lose is part of that process.
Yeah, that's actually what I took from when I play poker. Outcome orientedness is a massive concept, but we'll have to see if ESC can scrap together some semblance of pride by taking this round. Well, not even pride at this point, but some level of respect back. But they are getting the frags on outside, which is nice to see for them. They actually have a significant advantage in this round. It's been a while. WorldEdit going to start working on that, though. He's able to remove MINISE at the cost of a lot of health, but he's still standing on those legs of his. And AdreN going to come in now and pick up that bomb. So actually able to get the pick on rallen. Are they going to be able to take this round away as well from ESC?
The lack of panic there from AdreN was so nice. The way he took that shot was just really well done.
It's like it's just like a casual deathmatch, Alright, so WorldEdit's going to try to take this round here and see what he can accomplish by himself with that 9 health. AK in hand. Just get crushed there. He does get caught off guard by mouz. So
AK doesn't get picked up, interestingly.
I have to say, ESC is a great team, and but it's new T-side,
that's
13
well
rounds.
More prepared. Well more prepared.
Yeah.
Are just more prepared.
Yeah, I mean,
they're just more well prepared. Is what I was trying to say.
It does seem that way, that they're super prepared here. It may even be. It's not out of the line of reason that they may even have watched a lot of ESC demos.
If they're preparing for 5 days, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Especially with a man like Blade on their side.
Oh, they've seen each other. Will the CT re-peek, though? He's going to smoke himself off to allow him to escape should he need to. WorldEdit looking for that escape. Not sure if he has made a run for it or not. Could be anywhere now. Could be near main. Could still be in Mac. Who knows?
AdreN with a pick onto ramp, opening it up as he's so often found picks there for his team. And they're going to actually be able to just sit on this a little bit. You can see him playing around there, forcing the CTs to move. Obviously see there is, I think, MINISE down there again.
Again, you do have those changes on the ramp, so you have those audio cues now. The ramp's been changed from concrete to metal, so you know when someone's going up or down the ramp. Which does help the CT positions.
Great pick there from bondik onto rallen, over by Secret, and Innocent to be ever watchful from the distance there with the M4. It does find bondik, but there is a trade of seeing WorldEdit AWPing again. It's been a while. Frags are coming in very quickly now for as they try to get this bomb down. But in comes mouz to throw a wrench into the works, but he's got 3 players left to find. And this has to be absolutely gutting for ESC. They're going to have to really go back and watch these demos and just really figure out where it all went wrong for them on these on the buy rounds.
So it is the last round. mouz running out of time here. Doesn't have a kit. Needs to just kind of YOLO. Gets 1 frag. 2 more to find. But it's not going to be easy for him. And that's 13-2 for that team. 2 very solid halves there because the previous game was only 1 half, let's be honest. 13-2 for that. ESC with it all to do. Again, they are on a less favoured side. And if that have been watching their demos and have their number, I don't see how ESC can get back into this game.
Indeed, it is pretty gruesome, to say the least. And I mean, on this map usually, I mean, if a T side does get a really strong first half, you can expect them sometimes to get the 5 rounds or the 1 frag MINISE. Oh, that's so sad. But like the 5 or just up to 7 maybe if they're having a really good side. But CT's so favoured that you should expect to pull together some buy rounds, but they couldn't pull together any buy rounds at all. Can they at least get this pistol? They are charging down into the secret. It's a very standard play here. That Glock train coming in. AdreN below the bomb spot there, going to be wreaking havoc upon the ESC players as they funnel into the site. Just run left now, and a 1-on-1 against Blade, who actually was the man who completely foiled them in the first pistol round. Here he goes, he's going to do it again. Sneaking that frag onto rallen right at the end, and he will make it 14-2 for that team, and that should very well close out the match.
I hear the death knell ringing, DDK. Do you hear it?
The what?
The death knell.
The death knell, what's that?
We'll have to go through this later.
Death
knell is one of the best phrases in the world.
Really?
We're gonna have
I've never heard that before.
To use a Google device and explain it all to you.
Alright, I look forward to that. So, that team with the buy against the Tech 9s. A few nades on ESC as well. They're going to take outside here. AdreN already picking up a kill, but he's very low. Got to fall back there, gets to safety as Blade is waiting. He wants them to cross over this angle that he's got towards Secret, but they're actually going to smoke off Secret. They don't want to get flanked as they're struggling to make their way down through onto Secret. So still working on those picks are ESC. Innocent might just be able to find himself an opening here onto Rap. There is some deagle work. Can't quite find the frag though. flamie just playing around with him as rallen will finally finish off. Oh, but Innocent with double there on ramp. And we do have ourselves 2 members left for that team, one of which is very low. ESC might just be able to steal this one away.
Okay, only bondik and Blade remaining. 15 HP on Blade. Going to get some spray down with the Samad, but no one to be found there. Innocent doing work with that Deke once again. Doesn't take out bondik. 2 fast frags here. That could have been a catastrophe, but ESC escaped with 2 people alive. So a death knell is the tolling of a bell to mark someone's death.
Oh, okay.
The death knell. K-N-E-L-L. That team on the eco now, 2 rounds away from victory. ESC have an 11-round deficit now. If they can keep that team, if they can keep their economy broken, then it will certainly help. But all it's going to take is 1 buy round to go that team's way, really.
I think that team has shown us some of the best CS we've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen, well, I haven't seen DreamHack Day 1 aside. But yes, this is one of the best displays we have seen.
Just like proper CS coming out from them, it's really nice. ESC, 2 men left against Flame. They're going to be able to just take the round, but I mean, that didn't invest anything in that round. They're still able to pick off 3 players. It's kind of sucks for ESC there. You need to be building that cash. Got to have strong reserves there as they march forwards to try to get this match back under control. There's a lot to be done. 12 in a row to win the match. And that are on the eco again. They are just making sure that they have all the monies in the world going into the next round. Because it's nuke on CT. You don't really need to go for any weird forces. You want the most money for the best setups. And they're playing.
We're going to find 3 CTs outside, but they are all going to get annihilated by ESC. Although mouz and MINISE 2 and 4 HP respectively. Blade can find these guys first. going to get walled by rallen, so that's not going to happen. But that, yeah, again, there was potential for crazy things to happen there, but they knew his location and they exploited the numbers. And that's another round on the board for ESC. You can see SZPERO bringing out the AWP now. Same can be said for WorldEdit, and we've seen what he can do. He's been savaging people with the AWP all week. He's going to be going inside, possibly to heaven, maybe going to catwalk. We're about to find out. Yes, catwalk is going to be. SZPERO going towards Squeaky.
By the way, they've left the bomb in T-spawn. Oh, no, it's coming now. It's coming. I think someone was AFK, perhaps.
Okay. So WorldEdit not going to be challenged to get that smoke, going to slow down the T's. There are 3 of them around that box, so WorldEdit may find some targets soon. Starting to advance now. Flashbangs as well. Can't see anything. More targets coming out for WorldEdit. He is going to throw the flash and retreat, change his position, which is always key for the CTs. You can see Secret has been breached by the Terrors here. So we'll see what kind of hold DAT have. Don't really have anyone downstairs yet. Flamie's going to come take out the bomb in a long area as well. He would have seen that on the radar. That's information for his team. He's going to retreat with 5 HP and just make sure he doesn't get flanked. Stay alive to help his teammates with any potential retake. Going to be mouz with the bomb in the long area, just looking for the CT, trying to find out where they are, where he can go. While he's doing that, his teammates are getting taken out, and it's going to be looking at match point here. The entire DAT team roster is alive right now versus only mouz with the bomb. He doesn't stand a chance of planting right now.
Well, he's just going to be going for it right now, seeing what he can get done. And he's going to hear the stepping there. Player in vents, and another one coming vents as well. He's going to get not going to pass the first player there, and that's going to be the round for DAT as he moves on to match point here. And DAT actually have another match up here tonight on Face It TV. They are, of course, going to be playing out their match against Epsilon, which was not finished yesterday. But yesterday, actually, they beat Epsilon on map 1, which was Inferno, and that was Epsilon's choice. Like that, and one of the reasons is because they had such strong T-side play.
As soon as I said he's got no chance of planting the bomb, I looked at all the players and where they were, and I knew he was going to plant the bomb.
Yeah, of course.
I knew he was going to plant the bomb. Anyway, yes, after this match, we are going to have the conclusion of DAT team versus Epsilon. DAT team are 1 map up, and it will start 1-0 on Overpass. They won the 5th round cleanly, so we will resume from that point. I know there have been 800+ comments on HLTV, people raging about skins, so I know you guys are going to be looking forward to that. Stay tuned. In the meantime, ESC not out of this yet. Get the first frag onto Blade in the hut. We do have WorldEdit, though, with an AWP. And that is the scariest factor for ESC right now. They need to avoid him where possible. You can see he is very much changing his positions. We can see rallen is on top of main roof with the AWP. Interesting smoke there. Is he going to get found? He is going to find flamie. It's going well for ESC so far. 2 frags coming out for that. 3 versus 2 bondik, 5 HP at the moment. Let's have a look at where he is playing. Going to be trying to defend B. In the meantime, WorldEdit is still outside. Looks like he knows he has someone to challenge, but may not find him in time. bondik can't get the stun. He's holding long at the moment, takes down Innocent. Doesn't get mouz at the back of sight. This is going to be hard for WorldEdit, but it is WorldEdit after all. That nade will do a chunk. He's going to require 1 bullet though with that hit. He misses the no-scope, and that's going to be 2 AWPs for the T side. I'm not sure if this is the best idea.
I mean, what ideas are going to actually...
The thing is actually, well, I mean, 2 AWPs I think is difficult on the T side of Nuke.
Yeah, it is really awkward. It is really awkward. But at this point, they probably just feel like trying anything. Because...
Well, let's keep an eye out for these 2 AWPs and see how they use them. Rallen is just rushing outside, and it's unchallenged so far. MINISE going to be looking for a pick on the A side. It's going to be Rallen getting the frag, and mouz taking out bondik. So it's a 2-for-2 trade right here. 3 versus 3. SZPERO surviving with 6 HP. 1 AWP left for the T side, so it seems to have worked out in their favor.
Yeah. I mean, you can AWP through Squeaky, you can AWP into ramp from radio, and you can AWP outside. So there are options, I guess, but it is a little awkward. Once you get the pick, it like becomes awkward. It's all of a sudden. So
yeah, when it's time to try and push a site and everybody's flying around everywhere, then
things get weird.
Yeah, but They do have the advantage here, although we have to bear in mind that it is a very easy rotation for the CTs. So it's not as big an advantage as it would be on other maps. You can see flamie holding the long area, which is all important when defending B. So that can allow them to play towards the A sites.
This is not really ideal for ESC to try to take this without having a long hair. And the flamie is the reason why, as the James just highlighted, this position is probably about to just annihilate all of them. But Innocent spins around, finds a quick headshot. That is huge right there. That gives them the chance to actually take this one. There's SZPERO, a quick turn from him, but AdreN will drop him very swiftly with that M4. We do have MINISE now, trying to get the no-scopes in, and there it is. It's the GG, 16-6, a huge beating of ESC by the hand, at the hands of dAT, at the hands of WorldEdit, who had an immense series here. This team is exciting. I'm very, very curious to see how they're going to do against everyone now.
Yeah, congratulations, dAT. They've made it into the next Starseries League. We will be seeing them in a very few short weeks. And again, they had just a fantastic performance here. You know, it was neck and neck in the first game, then they just ran with it. They executed amazing team strategies on the terrorist side, especially on Nuke. And it was just a complete shutout on both maps.
It was gorgeous. Great Counter-Strike. Great Counter-Strike from them. I mean, even if the matches look one-sided, for me, I just love to see really well executed. Like if you can watch them and you're like, oh, I can see the ideas that they're going for here. I can see the plan. As of course we have all the information because we get to see everything.
Yes.
But sometimes it's all too often we're watching. We're like, what is this team trying to do? Like, what are they? What are they trying to do?
We can see all the cogs in the wheel.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
that's really nice to see.
So, guys, we do have another match. dAT and Epsilon going to be concluding their best of 3, as James did point out, for the G2A.com Europe tournament. So stay tuned for that. We'll go for a quick break whilst we are setting that match up, and we'll get it going as soon as we can. So stay with us. We'll be back soon.